What's up, everyone? We're back. Episode 13 of the Sixth Round Podcast.
Let's go.
Let's go! More fights this weekend. A pretty big event going on. Not on the UFC end, though.
Yeah.
They got a pay-per-view, but I mean, it was kind of lacking heading into it. It definitely did not have the big fight feel for me, just like all week leading up to it. Very much could have been the fact that on Friday night, one championship in Denver, Colorado, we had some pretty good seats to there. But yeah, we got to see that shit live.
Beautiful. Glorious.
They're amazing. They just, obviously watching it, on TV, Amazon shit, you can just tell that they have, all of the production stuff that they do for the event, it just looks amazing. In person, it's just a different level. It's absolutely amazing.
The atmosphere that they bring to their shows is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, so good. And I mean, yeah, the atmosphere was amazing. Their arena,
fights
the
were
setup,
fucking amazing.
Exactly, and the fights were fantastic.
Honestly, the more that I watch it and the more that I listen to Chatri speak, I truly believe that he has the highest level fight competitors. You know what I'm saying? In one, obviously the UFC, of course, has high level people too, but I really think that one they're fucking each other up, and I think they'd fuck a lot of the UFC guys up. That's a different conversation. That's just opinion.
But yeah, either way, one Fight Night 10, Amazon Prime, the trilogy between DJ and Adriano Moraes, that was... I mean, honestly, with all of the fights that went on, not the best fight of the night, but still a solid one. I don't know. To me, it was really just DJ trying to go after him and make it a fight, and Adriano was just really trying to just clinch him and hold him and just lock him up and just really just try and stall out DJ for the entire fight. That's just kind of what it felt like for the most part.
He wasn't trying to catch another one of them knees.
No. I mean, that's fair. I mean, but then again, DJ didn't do that in the second fight after he had caught a straight knee on the ground.
No,
so going into a new rule set,
yeah, and I mean, it was just so funny. They would lock up in the clinch and DJ just going all those knees. One fucking knee where he just jumped up, got him right in the face with it. That shit was pretty nice, honestly. I liked it.
It was, but it was kind of annoying because in those clinches, DJ was ripping the body with knees, and I'm sorry, but he just kept breaking it up, and it's not like they were just clenching and just standing there. DJ was ripping his body, and Herb would be like, "Come on," and you'd see DJ go, and back to the feet, but you could see the reaction, are you fucking kidding me? We weren't just standing there,
No, yeah.
It was kind of aggravating.
Because one with art is definitely way, they will break it up, a lot quicker to just, let the action go. But yeah, because even DJ, talked about it afterwards, that he's just damn, Herb, kind of let me work, I'm trying, I wanted to sock him up to the body, in the clinch and stuff,
exactly,
and he was just
it was,
I wasn't
so
able
quick.
to do it.
He just really didn't let it ride out for very long.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even let it rock for a minute, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're in the clinch for 30 seconds, he's throwing knees, and he's like, all right, enough of that. Okay.
Either way, though, Demetrius is able to defend the one flyweight championship, just cementing his legacy as the greatest flyweight fighter of all time. At this point, even before he went to one, it wasn't even close. But with just what he's still able to do at 36 years old is just absolutely incredible. Just such the competitor, such an athlete, and just an amazing fighter to watch.
Shit, if he did this in the UFC, he would have broken a record.
No, yeah, yeah, just crazy.
No, yeah,
such a good fight though. I mean, because who knows exactly what DJ is gonna do. He wasn't 100% afterwards to talking about that he might retire, it might be his last fight, but wasn't 100% on that. So we'll see what DJ's got it next for him.
I would love to see him in submission grappling.
Oh, 100%.
Just straight up, I would love to see it because he's already been called out. He's got a respectful request to roll from Mikey Musumeci, so...
Yeah, we can just go there, because Mikey Musumeci, Ooh, he loves the motherfucking legs, always going after them. But in this one, going after it for a bit, wasn't getting it, and said, "Fuck it, I'ma just go up, take his back, and choke this dude out."
Which was so good for him because while he is so good at tearing people's legs apart, in submission grappling in one, the people he's facing, they're tough as fuck. They're not tapping from this shit. So he might spend 9 minutes trying to rip the leg and he just gets a tunnel vision on it. But like this time he was just after it. You know, he spent a little bit of time on it, but you know, he was like, nah, fuck this, transitions to the back, got the choke, and he was able to finish him, and that's so awesome for him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was about to say, like, some of these Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys, like, and just grapplers in general, won't tap to shit. Like, Jacare Souza, fucking in a submission grappling match, gets his arm broken, wins it by decision.
I mean, shit, this is the second match in a row with Mikey that we've seen that he's ripping at somebody's leg and they didn't tap, and they should have. But it was just the difference of this fight. He kind of noticed, he's like, okay, you know what, he's not tapping, let me get the finish, and that's when he went to the back.
And because he's talked about that a lot, where it's like, yeah, you know, he's like, he loves to go for the leg locks, and so he like, and says that he does get tunnel vision on it. But and like after this one, he was even saying that like in practice when he's like just, you know, rolling and do whatever, he's like, my best stuff is like my top game and passing, and like, you know, and so he's just like, yeah, you know, I just decided like, all right, let me, you know, like just get off the legs, like just and work to something else. And as soon as he did, it was like less than a minute when he like before he got his back. So beautiful, got the body triangle locked up, had his arm trapped in there. As soon as I saw that, I was like, this fight's over. I was like, it's done. 20 seconds later, choke locked up, had him tapping beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mikey Musumeci defends the one flyweight submission grappling title. Just absolutely beautiful.
The second someone has that body triangle locked up and the arms in there, it's over, because like you need 2-on-1 or you need both hands to fight the grip. It's over if you only have one.
Exactly, because yeah, you know, you're just one hand to fighting to like defending two. You know, it's just like there's no way that
and like, especially if they get it under their elbow, you're fucked.
Yeah, nah, it didn't matter at all. And so yeah, just
it was kind of funny listening to him talk afterwards, being like, oh, you know, I wanted to make it fun for everybody because I know like grappling isn't always the best for people to watch, but it's like, I will take a Mikey match any fucking day. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yo, like, his shit is always fun. I understand what he's saying because especially with, like, you know, it being the first show in America and stuff, and then, like, assuming that they're breaking into the American audience and America being more used to boxing, MMA, where it's just more active stuff and not just straight grappling. You know, I understand, like, not everyone has the appreciation for what it is that they're doing. So if it's not that physical right away tapping or something crazy, they lose interest in it, but... Man, I'll watch Mikey any day.
Yeah, 'cause you don't know what's going on, and you're watching that, and like you're just looking at Mikey just move around grabbing someone's leg for fucking 7.5 minutes. You know what I mean? And it's just like someone's probably watching. It's like, oh, what the fuck's he doing? Like you know, but yeah, it's it was just so good for one coming over here, and the lineup that they had, and by far the person that stole the fucking show on Friday night. Honestly, it was funny because going into, like, when they were walking out, fucking Edgar Tabarez by far got a bigger, like, crowd. Like, the crowd was just cheering more for him, which was kind of surprising to see.
I thought it was, like, pretty equal. Like, a little bit more for Edgar, but it wasn't, like...
Yeah, but it was just very surprising.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't, I don't know, that's not too surprising for me because Edgar is a Mexican fighter in one, and in Colorado, there is a huge Mexican culture here.
That's very fair, honestly. Yeah. But yeah, he's coming in against motherfucking the Iron Man, Rod Tang, one flyweight Muay Thai champ. This dude is a fucking marauder in this division.
Bro, he's a monster.
It's so funny because his energy when he's like outside of fighting and like, you know, just doing the walkouts, he's got that senshai energy. He's fucking dancing, he's just moving around, he's having a good time, and then he goes in there and just turns into block out and just starts walking you down, bombing on you with giant punches, head kicks. It is just beautiful to watch, honestly. And yeah, second round gets a left elbow knockout. Edgar, it was so good because fucking Edgar would go for the teep to the body. Rod Tang would catch it, and you would see that like Rodtang's answer to, like, you know, catching that is he would go for, like, a punch to the body afterwards. And every time he was trying to do that, Edgar was looking for a spinning elbow off of it. He did that 2 or 3 times in the first round. As soon as he went for it in the second round, Rodtang just throws the punch to the body. He goes to spin, just moves in, covers the elbow, and just smacked him with his own elbow. Got that knockout, and it was just over. Edgar was done. Oh man, it was just so great to see.
But like honestly, I don't think his experience is insane. This man is 25 years old, and I can't actually find his record, but I'm pretty sure it's like now 251 to 63 losses.
So I'm pretty sure it was like going into it, they said it was like 270 and like 42 or some shit like that.
Really? Oh, yeah. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I think you said 63.
Yeah, but I was wrong.
Yeah, and it was in the 40s. But yeah, he had like this man has over 300 professional fights at the age of 25. He had over 250 wins by the age of 21.
God,
this dude's a
monster. I keep forgetting how much Muay Thai fighters fight.
Yeah, they are built different. Like, I mean,
no, they are. Because they start at like the age of like 15.
Yeah, not like you can literally like they're 7, 8 years old and like literally like kids fighting each other for money because their family like doesn't have enough money and they're just trying to help out and shit. Like it is just such like the culture is just so different in Thailand with fighting. Like it's just insane. Oh man, but another Thai fighter that absolutely just blew up the night. Motherfucking Stamp Fairtex.
I love her.
She's much. Yeah. Oh my god, she is so amazing.
Another one, just her energy like outside of the ring. It's nothing less than beautiful. She just seems like an absolute sweetheart. She just seems like she's just trying to live her best life, just be happy, make the people around her happy. Like, even when she got into fighting, like, I mean, like, got into the ring and, like, before she was like, I just want people to like me for who I am. Like, that's just her thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just what she was talking about. She's like, you know what I'm saying? She's just so fucking pure. She comes out. She always does a dance in her walkout, and it's always fucking adorable. Like, she's just great. And then she gets in the ring, and she's a monster. Just a totally different person. Just flips the switch and like you just even see it because outside of the ring it's like the smile, she's so fucking cute, like just, you know what I'm saying, like just this adorable being, and then she gets in the ring and it's straight face all business, like just a different person.
And even with that, it's like when she gets in there, she is just down to scrap. She don't care about like taking a shot to give a shot. Like she is all for a war. And normally, like Muay Thai kickboxer in one, but coming in and had an MMA bout in this, fighting Elise Anderson, who's from USA, and it wasn't even close. The crowd like cheering for who walked out before it started. Like, you know, just whoever we sent. I was just like, damn. Like, imagine, you know, being like American and you're in America and like you're about to walk out and get booed. Like compared to a Thai fighter that's about to walk out. Like that's just kind of a crazy thing, you know. But
and it's funny because I said, did you mean? I was like, oh, she probably won't get booed. You know, it won't be like that, but. You know, she got the regular, like, woo, yeah, claps. But then when Stamp came out, went off.
Eruption.
Oh,
yeah. But yeah, it...
And, like, Elise gave her a hard fight, you know what I'm saying?
She was there to scrap, too.
Yeah, she was, and she was touching her up. But Stamp just, you know, with that Muay Thai experience, because, yeah, you know, she's 10-2 in MMA now, but she herself has had over 60 fights in Muay Thai.
Also only 25 years old.
Yep, she threw that kick to the liver, and Elise was done. She folded over, followed it up with like 2 punches. Ref was all over it.
Yeah, it was just so nice too, because it was right out the clinch, and Elise just had her like the high guard, arms up, and just toes right to the liver, just smacked it, and just it was just it was so great to watch. Just such amazing fights. And I mean the fucking main card because I forgot that they had the 2-fight prelim, and then I feel like to me, like, this felt like the main card opener in reality, you know what I mean? Of just, like, how it was. But Roberto Soldic coming in with all the hype gets absolutely smashed in the second round by Sebastian, which also a pretty cool name is fucking Sebastian, but it's Z's instead of S's, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty awesome. But, I mean, Roberto was landing big leg kicks in the first round, big right hands. Like, he was landing such big shots on him, but Sebastian was just there eating them all, staying in it. And yeah, by the end of the first, Roberto was just tired. Start of the second, he just went after him and just folded him up with fucking punches under a minute into the second round. It was a crazy upset. That was such a good fight though.
Yeah. Honestly, the whole card was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Right before that, Sage coming back after a terrible one-punch loss that broke his whole side of his face.
Yeah.
Like, just went through some extensive rehab and recovery to come back here to get a heel hook in 39 seconds of the first round. Just so good for him. It was so good.
Oh yeah.
Like Jimmy and I were just so worried about it because, you know, again, just another person who just seems so fucking genuine, just so nice, and got destroyed. And his only thing was, I want to get back and fight as soon as I can. Like, I'm okay, guys, in the hospital with his thumbs up, you know, like face wrapped up and all fucked up and shit. And he came back and he got it done beautifully.
No, yeah. I was about to say, I know Jimmy's been, you know, having a joke of, oh, we don't know how this fight's gonna go. Person X by first round heel hook. And Sage got it done.
Yeah. And honestly, it was like kind of just the fight started, they go right after it, and fucking Ahmed, honestly, because like he hit him with a right hand that it looked like Sage kind of like dropped, but just went right in on the leg right after, and it just literally 39 seconds was just able to wrap it up, like it just, just with that like, oh man, I don't know, it's still just worrying of like, just I don't know, getting touched up like a couple of times clean like to the face, like I'm just,
but he's had what, 4 years?
Yeah,
so I know it's, but he took a good break for that. So
for sure. Like he definitely gave himself the best chance to come back. You know what I mean? And he's still, I'm pretty sure, only 27 years old.
He's young as shit.
Yeah, 27 years old. So it's like, you know, like it's obviously 23 to 27, like that's such a good time to be able to get experience and get all this growth in your MMA career, but he still has time to like get into his prime and still get experience, and you know what I mean, and hopefully like still be able to reach like as high of like whatever heights that, you know, he could have before, but yeah, motherfucking Suggester gets it done. You gotta love it. Also just love that his real name is Suggester. Oh man,
we'll just keep calling him Sage.
It's so good though. But yeah, I mean, those were like the biggest fights on the card really. Alam Sung got a great fucking guillotine choke in the second round, got touched up a little bit, but was able to, you know, ride it out, get the sub. I was really upset with Ty Rudatolo and Reiner de Ritter. That was.
I mean, honestly, I just want to say I'm upset with Reiner, to be honest, because there was nothing more that Ty could have done. He tried his best, but Reiner was the much bigger guy, and all he did was stall. That's literally all he did. Ty was trying to pull him in and trying to do his thing, and Reiner was just stalling. Wasn't going after him, wasn't trying to do nothing, just sad. But whatever.
Yeah. All in all, though, one absolutely fantastic US debut. Don't think it could have gone better for them. Fucking Chatri talking about should have made it like a 15,000 seat like stadium or some shit, and it's like, bro, you sold out 2 weeks before the event happened, like in a 65,000 or 6,500 like, you know, seat venue. It's like,
I think you did the best that you could have done.
Yeah.
Maybe if you pushed it up to like
10 at most,
but I don't even think it would have sold out. He probably would have hit like 8, 9K.
Yeah, it's
like, pump the brakes just a little bit.
Pump the brakes.
But whatever, I like the energy.
Yeah.
I understand his energy. It's just like, you guys are right in terms of like, I think financially and with the like ticket sales being the way they were, that they did the absolute best that they could have in that field. And honestly, with such a good debut in the US, they could probably do a bigger show for their next one. Not, you know, the 15,000, but, you know, maybe around 10,
next time
12.
they could probably bump it up to 10 though.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
So,
easily.
As long as they keep having shows like this when they come over to the US, they'll be able to keep, you know, bumping it up.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. Like, you know, one a month on Amazon Prime, has been good for them for this, but they definitely do. They have to figure out a way to get more consistent content, like, per month out and like more live events.
Yes.
And it's just hard because of them, like, they'll have like their 3 a.m. cards that like take place in Asia, you know what I mean? And it's just like it's just gonna be hard to like figure out how exactly to do that.
100%.
I'm very excited to see where one goes, and Chachi talking about like big things coming, so we'll have to see.
He can get it done. I have faith.
Let's go. But we go from colorful Colorado to Newark, New Jersey, the fucking
the garbage state.
Yeah, I was gonna say the shit stain of New York, but you know what I mean. But yeah, that's another one.
Oh my god.
But nah, UFC 288. It was a pretty solid card. Not the best pay-per-view, but we've been having some pretty great pay-per-views so far this year, so it's only natural that there's gonna be some not as good ones coming up. But Aljo versus Henry Cejudo, Triple C trying to get it done, but Aljo gets the split decision. I don't agree with how the judges got there. It is absolutely wacky to me how they fucking got there. But that's MMA judging. It was a close ass fight, and I'm not mad at all that Aljo won. Like,
right. I agree with the Aljo decision. It's just how they got there was weird, but whatever.
Yeah. It's definitely like, look, they somehow used the wrong equation and got the right answer. Type of situation. It's like that's the only thing is like I wouldn't have been mad either way. I had it for Aljo at the end, so I was just like, yeah, no, they got the right person at least,
Yeah. And because I wasn't able to watch it live, so just watching it back. For me, it was pretty clear. Aljo easy round 1 and 4. I thought it was pretty easy for Henry to get 2 and 5, and then it was round 3 that was like the real toss-up one for me. In which it's just funny because all the judges gave round 3 to Henry, and then it's like, I think 2 of the 3 gave round 2 and 5 to Henry, or like that's how, or like or one of the 3 gave Henry round 2, and then 2 of the 3 gave him round 5. So it was just.
And watching it live, like I know that I had 1, 2, and 4 Aljo, and then 3 and 5 Henry.
Yeah. And that's about how I got it as well. It was just like one of those fights where it's just like that, like each round was very competitive anyway.
Yeah,
even like, and round 3 being so close that it really was just a swing round. You could have gone either way and made a good argument for either person.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, because like round 1 was like clearly Aljo, you know what I mean? He just did like a lot more, landed a lot more. But yeah, from then on 2 through 5, it was just all competitive. Like it was just such a close fight overall. So like if you had Henry winning and like and you're upset with it, like I understand. If you had Aljo, I understand. But for anyone to be calling it a robbery, that's just
not even close.
Like
that's just what you say when you're a hater and you're mad.
No, yeah,
it's just
that's
used
just
way too often when people are just like, oh, like I think this guy should have won. But it's just like if you recognize that it's a close fight, then it's not a robbery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Like a robbery has to be a pretty clear one-sided fight, and somehow the other person got it.
Exactly.
That's robbery.
Exactly. But yeah.
No.
Either way, fun fight overall. Good fun between them. I thought Henry looked pretty good coming back after like a 3-year layoff. He just didn't look as sharp to me. Just there were certain moments where like just kind of looking for certain shots, like mainly out of clinch breaks and stuff like that. Like he just didn't see as sure of like just as sure of himself in like committing fully to like some of like the big hooks or whatever, and like he just ended up like I don't know, missed like pretty big and like wide on a lot of the shots. But it's hard when like that's why in boxing you get tune-up fights, you know what I mean? Because it's insanely hard to have any sort of a layoff and then come back against the very best person in the world. Like that's just hard for anyone to do, no matter like, and especially at 36 years old at 135, like that was just asking a fucking like Herculean effort of Henry to be able to get it done, and it's pretty impressive that he was even able to like get it like down to a split decision against Aljo.
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%. And that's the other thing. Like when when I was watching the fight live, was texting Kay back and forth, and we both said Aljo round 1, and I'm like, yeah, but we gotta see how the rest of this fight goes because Suno's kind of the master of adjustments. In between rounds, he just makes such good adjustments, at least in some of his past fights.
No, yeah, that's like that's been his career of like his biggest moments, basically.
No, yeah. And then so it comes back in the second round, wins it. Aljo makes readjustments, wins the third, fourth. Sudo finally made some readjustments, wins the fifth, but
yeah, I feel like in the fifth, I feel like Henry just had a little bit more oomph and more drive to like kind of look for the finish or like just look for big shots. I feel like Aljo just kind of knew that he was probably up and was coasting a little bit more, just not just going as hard as he was like throughout like the first 4 rounds. But I mean, shit, he still like landed a spinning back kick like at fucking one point, like he was still throwing like it's so fucking funny to just watch Aljo strike, and like if you were to just single out like the movements and like just how they look, it's just like it just looks so sloppy and weird, but then he just be landing and it'd just be effective, and I don't know, it's just so funny. And Henry even said himself that it's just like you get in there with him and it's just awkward, it just feels different, it's hard to just get used to everything, and
it's an like, awkward style, like it's not the conventional kickboxer, it's not conventional boxing, not conventional Muay Thai, like
he's like, I'm gonna do this shit my way and you're not gonna understand it.
No, yeah, exactly. Like whereas like Corey, like you got like people like Corey saying do the same like thing in terms of their style but are a lot cleaner with it.
So sure. He is not like even close to him and Marab are by far the least technical strikers in the top of that division. But they make it work, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
As long as they make it work.
But can we also talk about real quick how Aljamain, there isn't another fighter on the roster that goes to his knees and abuses the fact of like, you can't get kneed to the head of a grounded opponent more than Aljamain. Tell me I'm wrong, because that was honestly pretty ridiculous to watch throughout that fight. He shot, like 15 takedowns or some shit like that, got 4 of them. Every time he failed on one, he's on his knees just sitting there. And I'm just like, if this was fucking 1, he's getting knocked out every single fight of his career. Like,
Piotr said, enough. Just nailed him.
Because, like, since that first Piotr fight, I've just been noticing it so much. Because, like, it was the 2 Piotr fights and now this one, where it's, like, every fucking time he just fails on a takedown or, like, just going for a takedown, he's, like, just straight up just on his knees, like, what are you gonna do? You gonna knee me? Go for it. I'm gonna win this title again.
Like, some of them, like, it was Cejudo also, like, sprawling out and just also trying to lean on his neck, which was kind of a smart strategy, to be fair.
No, yeah, but he just goes there and sits there for so much longer than any other fighter on the roster.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just, like...
It's so
funny. No. The way that works out, like, yeah.
It really is just crazy how rule sets, like, can just, like, how they just affect your style, because it's like, if knees to the head of a grounded opponent, like, his entire wrestling would have to be so different, like, he would have to change everything up, and
he just stops wrestling.
Just stops fighting.
I'm fucked.
He's like, all right. Nothing I can
He's like, yo,
anymore.
PFL, what's your rule set like?
No elbows.
No, he's just like looking over. He just like looks over. All right, Marab, come on. We can't take Nisa. We didn't take Nisa. We're not wrestling anymore. Let's go to team elevation real quick.
But yeah, either way, motherfucking Aljamain just breaking records with this win. Most wins in the bantamweight division, has the longest win streak in bantamweight history, most consecutive bantamweight title defenses, ties Dominic Cruz for second most UFC title wins in, like, division history. So I mean, like, people love to fucking hate him, but the resume speaks for itself in all reality.
No,
like,
yeah.
He's really putting himself in talks for like greatest bantamweight of all time.
No, yeah. He's definitely up there. I would only put an asterisk next to the most title wins just because of the first one being the disqualification. But outside of that, like, even then, he'd be one defense away from it anyway.
No,
so it's like, it doesn't even fucking matter, really.
No,
at that point.
And it's just, and like, I know what you mean, but it's just like, I don't know, like, at the end of the day, it's like, that's still just, like,
that's one win out of the rest
rules,
of them.
that's how the fight played out, and so it's just like...
It's just, the one thing that I was happy about, at the end of the fight, no matter what happened, there was no controversy, there was no need, there was no...
I mean, the split decision, though, like, that... Like, because that's what I was gonna say, like, that's the funny thing with it. All 4 of his wins, there's controversy in every single one. The DQ win... He has 2 split decision wins between this one and the fucking Piotr win in the rematch, and then TJ his shoulder was absolutely fucked going. That. Like, so.
But I was gonna say, like, this one has at least the least. Like, yeah, it was a split decision, but at the same time, so many more people thought Jan won the fight than thought Henry won the fight.
Like, that's definitely true.
When I say like controversial, I mean like. Yeah, no, there's no, illegal knee. There's no freaking TJ trying to pop his shoulder back in place in the middle of a round. Like, there's...
Nah, yeah.
Luckily, none of that. It was a clean win. It's in the books.
Let's go. And now we get him versus Sean O'Malley next, so... That's gonna be a fun
Can we talk about that real quick?
I'm excited for that.
That was so good, but the best part of that whole interaction was Rob taking the jacket, putting it on, and jumping on top of the cage.
Yo, he snatched that shit up so quick. That shit was funny because knowing that it happened, obviously, and then so like rewatching it when when Sean walked in, that's all I was focused on is where does the jacket go? What's the transition? And you just see like Sean takes it off and he's just holding it in his left hand, and then it doesn't really you can't see it that much, but all you see is Marab just reach and he just has it, and then he looks to his side, kind of laughs at someone about it, then puts it on, and then he's just gone.
gone on top of the cage, which is what almost started the brawl between O'Malley and Sterling, which is amazing. That is what happened there. Because I was trying to figure out, why are you going back over? And then it's like, oh, Morale's on top of the fucking cage with his jacket.
Yeah,
yelling at the fence. So funny. I fucking love Morale Kavashvili.
Absolutely amazing.
Oh my god.
But another pretty amazing performance, though. Motherfucking Bilal, remember the name Muhammad. Another fucking win to the win streak. Gets a unanimous decision over Gilbert. I mean, it's just funny because, another fight where, how, just gonna say, oh, Aljamain, that was a clean win, and, this is a clean win for Bilal, but, there's still just anyone that's gonna be, a hater is just gonna have all the things to, poke holes in it, because Gilbert just fucks his arm up on a takedown in, the first round, throws it, 2 more times, then on, and it's just, it just... Bilal just gets a good win over Gilbert to unanimous decision.
But it's this fight was honestly just such high stakes, high rewards. It was crazy for both of them, and both of them came in under not great circumstances for such a high risk. You know what I'm saying? Gilbert on his 3rd weight cut of the fucking year ends up hurting himself in the first round. Bilal just coming off of Ramadan, so he's been fasting for the past month, and then both of them on 3 weeks notice take this fight, and Bilal comes in with an ankle injury, so they're both injured. They're both coming in short notice just to save this, and because they know that the outcome is so great for them if they win, it's just
putting it all on the line.
No, yeah, and I mean with this one, at least the controversy with the shoulder injury is he did it in the fight. Them's the breaks at that point. It's not the TJ where he came in because it came in and during camp his shoulder popped out of his socket. What did he say? 12 times?
No, he said 20 times already.
Yeah, something stupid like that. And it's no, he heard it when he went for that takedown and then just yeah, like
Yeah, no, because me and Jimmy rewatched that shit like a couple times back, and yeah, like
Yeah.
he was just kind of holding him, and he fell like on his shoulder with
Yeah.
his arm extended this way, and it just, yeah, that's a terrible way to
Yeah.
fall on it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Just like with somebody else's pressure too, a little bit, you know, just like going hard down. Of course he fucked it.
yeah, no,
But like you said, it's just a part of the fight. Like he went reckless
No,
on
yeah.
it, and it kind of just it happens.
that was what it was.
But
And so yeah, you can't really be mad at Bilal for that. It's
no,
like,
that is-
No,
you know,
Gilbert
people
did it
talking about-
himself.
Yeah,
right,
like-
people talking about, oh, you couldn't take out a one-armed man. I mean, Bilal had 1 foot then, if that's the case. And like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I mean,
it was 1 arm versus 1 foot. At that
and he was
point then.
still ripping body kicks and head kicks all
Yeah.
that
motherfucking night
ankle
long.
swollen as hell, but just kept using it.
Crazy.
Nasty.
Yeah,
Man, and it just like it sucks that, you know, with all of the things going into it, that it like that we didn't get this fight, like both of them full camp, 8 weeks, like, you know, best conditions possible.
and healthy.
Yeah, like, you know, it just
Yeah.
would have been such a better fight between them.
Oh yeah,
But under the circumstances, for Bilal to get this, like, it's just such a good win for him. I'm so happy for him to
Oh, yeah.
get it done, and him just securing his shot, you know, next after Colby versus Leon. So yeah, it just good shit for Bilal. Just very happy for him.
man.
But holy shit. Holy shit. I, coming into this one, I didn't even think this one was a fight. Not even a little bit. I thought this was gonna be a fucking slaughtering, and just a great way for Jessica Andrade to get back into the top of 115. But holy fuck was I wrong.
Wrong. Yeah.
Because Yan Xiaonan just absolutely just verdooming Jessica Andrade 220, right? 220 into the first round.
Yep.
Shit.
Just counter cross.
Yo, when
She
Jessica
lands
went down,
perfect.
my jaw dropped.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was
Yeah.
such a bad
Damn.
drop. Oh my.
so good for Jan, but no, like you said, I just kind of thought that Andrade was gonna come in and fucking smash her the way she did Lauren. Like I just thought it was gonna be a non-fight, but Jan got herself right for this for sure. Her striking
Oh, yeah.
was on point. She was ready, and she got it done. It was so good.
That. Yeah, no, exactly. Like same thing. My job. I literally texted in the Discord like, did that just happen? When it happened, like after like they call, I'm like, did that just happen?
I think we were
What
both
the
in there at the
fuck?
same time. Yeah, you're talking about did that just happen, and I'm like, bro,
What?
no words, just bro.
Yeah,
I knew
we were
you would know
both
what I'm
just like-
talking about, just bro.
Yeah. And it was just the fact of, like, the lowest of low IQ plays from Andrade to just run at her straight, throwing 2 left hooks, and then Jan just cuts the angle across the cage, and then she just chases her again, throwing 2 more left hooks. And yeah, Jan just sniped her with that left hand, and just fucking
Yeah.
just, Luke Thomas said it best. He's just like, if you ever see someone chasing like their opponent in an L shape, and like, you know, it ends up like chasing like across the cage, he's like, that person's getting knocked the fuck out. He's like 100% of the time they are getting knocked the fuck out, and it's just like, yeah, you just cannot chase opponents in such straight lines, you know, for that long without getting countered. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just it's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're just gonna run
No,
right
yeah.
into something.
And yeah, and
Beautiful, though, for
that's
Yan
the thing.
Xiaonan.
With the way that you're getting countered too, especially if you are throwing, all your weight is forward, the weight of their punch coming in, you know,
Yeah, you're just
That's
running
what-
into it.
just
Yup.
gonna spin your head around, you're gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, because yeah, like I mean, from the start of it, you can just tell that she was so focused. The leg kicks, the jabs to the body, just 1-2s up top. She just looked absolutely beautiful in there.
Oh yeah.
And with a win like that, the only motherfucking thing that makes sense is an all Chinese fight between her and Zhang Weili for the title. That would be so good for like the UFC and like the Chinese market. Like that is such a big fight.
Oh yeah.
You
was about
gotta
to say.
make that. Like there's no way to
You got-
miss out on that.
No, yeah, and you got all the fighters who just got signed, like all the Asian fighters who just got signed from what was it, the Road to UFC?
Yup.
You can put a bunch of them on the prelims. You can have
Yeah.
a bunch of guys on like you got some fights there.
Yeah. Just blow
Put
up
Li
that
Jingliang on the card.
Mhm.
Fucking
like fucking Zhao Dong,
hell,
Zhao Jung, sorry, fucking
if
yeah.
TKZ wants his retirement fight, put it on there too.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%.
Make that the co-main.
Yeah.
Co-main feature bout, like.
Yeah, there's so many like ways that they can go with that, but yeah,
So.
either way they have to make that fight after. It is the only thing that
Yes.
makes sense.
No, yeah, 100%.
But the fucking second fight on the pay-per-view, motherfucking Movzar extending his decision streak to 6 in the UFC, stays undefeated at 17-0. But yo, after this fight, all I thought was I am hyped for Diego Lopez.
No,
Lopez.
seriously, that's
For
all I
real.
can think.
I am
What
hyped
was
for
like
this man.
5 days notice or some shit like that? 3 days notice.
3.
Yeah, 3 days notice against undefeated number 10 ranked in the division Movzar. Like first round going for that arm bar, trying to get that knee bar in the third. He hurt him bad on the feet in the first round with like one
the
shot.
Kimura as well.
Yo, beautiful. Beautiful.
Diego like this fight reminded me of in more ways than one, because I sent it even in the memes, but the virtually identical with Mokaev and the debuting Brazilian fighter, like them both going for knee bars in the third round. Like that is just
but honestly,
insane, the parallels.
I just really love the fact that with Diego, he's not out and it's not over until it's over. Up until the last second of the third round, like he was clearly down, like it did not break his spirit. He did not take that.
No.
He was going for shit the whole time. He's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
I could only imagine what he would have done if he didn't take this 5 days notice. You know what I'm
3
saying?
days
Like,
notice,
No, yeah.
sorry, but yeah, like
3 to 5 days.
just
bro.
2 days is gonna make a huge difference.
Bro, with how he performed on that night, I'm pretty convinced that if he had 3 weeks notice, he would have fucking finished Mozart, honestly. Like,
honestly, probably. Like, I am so hyped to see him on a full camp, and goddamn, like that arm bar. If Mozart had not gotten his knee under that arm, I don't know if he would have survived.
Oh fuck no, bro! He had that in so deep, like
holy shit. The Kimura attempt in the third round, and then the knee bar in the third round. Like he was just going for submission after submission. I thought for a second in the third, like you saw Movzar like grimace a lot, and I'm like, is he about to tap? Holy shit! Is he about to
looking up at the clock, and he was like,
because there was like 10 seconds with the knee bar or something. He was just like, nah, like,
I'm not tapping. Fuck this,
bro. I'm convinced he could have snapped his like backwards fucking like toes to his hip, and he still would have just sat there like
riding out this clock.
I ain't gonna scream or nothing. No verbal tap, like. It just, but
just,
man,
just looking at the clock. The second it goes to 0.
Oh man. But yeah, solid win for Evloev. Solid performance and moral victory for Diego coming into this, and just super excited.
I believe he got his win and show money too as well for that.
Dana confirmed that.
Dana just being like, you filled in and took this spot and did great. Like, take your money. Like, that's fucking awesome.
Honestly,
maybe he can use that money for a better haircut.
Yeah, for real.
I really, really enjoyed the way it flopped around with every punch he threw and every punch he took. Just flop, flop, flop. I loved it. It was so funny. I don't want him to cut it. It looks stupid, but like it's so.
It looks stupid.
It's so
him. That's him. But like, also with that, like, honestly, he deserves to be in the top 15.
I mean, it's not gonna happen, but like,
it's not, but
I'm pretty sure, like, me and you were talking about it, where like they should give him someone like right outside the top 15, but that's like a good matchup for him to shine in. You know what I mean? To get him right into like a top 15 matchup, because it's clearly he is at that level. Like, it's not even, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not up for debate to be able to perform like that on 3 days' notice in your UFC debut, like. Nah,
against ranked number 10 guy. Like,
yeah, undefeated. Like,
undefeated.
All the things going. It just incredible.
Mhm.
And actually, speaking of which, on the right outside the top 15 of the featherweight division.
Well, Diego Lopez had a great performance in a losing effort, but Crone Gracie had a dog shit performance in a losing effort. God damn, it looked like he just got worse after the Cub Swanson fight.
I honestly think he did. I think he did.
That was just bad.
Yeah.
No, he is still like they even said on the broadcast. He is a time capsule back to like
95.
the UFC in 95, 96.
Yes.
When you could pull guard, when you could just do all this stupid shit that he was trying to do, like,
Bro,
butt scooting. Holy fucking shit. What the hell?
Yeah, when I fucking saw that shit, I told Kate, I was like, this is why we need to be able to, like, knee, like, UFC fighters need to be able to knee fighters, like, in the head when they're down. It's like, if someone's just butt scooting at you, like, you should just be able to, like, kick them, fucking knee them, like...
Fucking axe kick.
Yeah,
like,
just
Jesus.
right to the dome. Yeah, that... I was just hoping that he'd be able to, like, look better after the fucking loss to Cub, but... Yeah, he just honestly looked worse. Like, he looked so slow. Fuck it. He looked like he just woke up from a nap. Like, it just...
Yeah,
just
like, he literally just rolled out of bed and was like, alright, let's get this done.
No, yeah, exactly. And
I mean,
good for Charles Jourdain for not falling for the trap of jumping into his guard. He's like, no, fuck this.
Yeah.
Get back on your feet. He's just walking backwards, hands up, just like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
fuck you.
And when he, like, when he got into the guard, he just fucking turned into a little ball, stayed super tight, waited for Crone to open up the guard a little bit, and then he just shot right out of there, and he's like, get the fuck up. And it was just, it wasn't, like, that fun of a fight to watch. I mean, there were a few moments where Charles would get in, rip a nice-ass combo on him through the guard, and it's just like, damn, that's nice. But, good performance for Charles, and there is just no excuse for Crone to be in the UFC. Like,
there's not anymore.
It just not even close. No. But
he comes in, beats Alex Caceres by a rear naked choke, if I'm remembering right.
First round, I'm pretty sure.
Loses to Cub Swanson trying to pull guard half the fight.
Yeah.
I was willing to throw at least.
Yeah. And then
this fight, no, like
4 years.
Yep.
He's out. Like, I don't think anyone wants to see him fight anymore.
Yeah, no,
like,
not even a little.
It's like, okay, there's a little bit of hype because it's like, all right, he's coming back. Maybe he's improved. Like, there is speculation. No, we know what he is now. It's done.
Him and Ryan Hall should just fight each other in one.
Yeah, submission grappling in one. Just go do that.
Yeah. Oh man, but fucking UFC 280 pay-per-view main card. Pretty decent overall. A lot of decisions. Yep. Fucking the one finish that just went not in the way that anyone would have expected, but but yeah, it was a decent main card for New Jersey. But the motherfucking prelims though, there were some pretty great fucking performances on there.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Steamroller. That was so sad to see, honestly.
Seriously, that was fucking crazy.
I was so happy for Matt Frivola to be able to get that motherfucking first round TKO over Drew Dober, but god damn.
The granite chin has been cracked in the UFC.
Yeah. No, yeah. That was another one. No, this is when I said, did that just happen? Because Matt Frivola just thrives in those firefights. Just that right hook. He's done it so many times at this point. Just right hook in a firefight, and just the person goes down.
What's that? 3 first round finishes, like now all
I think
all by
so.
KO TKO, like 3 in a row.
Yep.
Just
yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. He is definitely coming into his own. Calling out Paddy Pimblett. Let's go.
Yes, that's such a stupid call out. I'm sorry.
It is.
Okay, the reason why I say it's stupid is because you just beat number 14 ranked Drew Dober and you want to fight fucking Paddy. Like, I get, like, he has, like, hype and he'd be talking shit, blah, 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 whatever. But it's like, one, he's injured and he said that he might not even fight this year.
No, yeah.
And two, you just got your spot in the top 15. Why wouldn't you try to fight up and bring yourself up?
So he was like he was saying in like the post fight that he doesn't he doesn't really care like too much about that, and it was just, and he even kind of said, he was like, oh, like Drew is ranked 14, I'm unranked, you know what I mean, like he didn't have to fight me, like, you know, he gave me that shot, so it's just like, yeah, you know, like Patty's on a good streak, I'm on a streak, you know, and he's just like yeah, and like in all reality it really does like, you know, make sense, because I mean, like, I don't know, just pulling up the top 15 real quick of 155. I was about to
say, Dawson is 15, Hoynata Makano is 13, Demir Ismagulov is 12, then
Doesn't Grant Dawson have a
Hooker,
fight lined
Turner.
up?
I believe so.
Who's he fighting?
Fuck, I forget. Pretty sure he's got one lined up.
Not at the moment.
Oh, okay.
It looks
I thought
like.
he did.
So did I.
But I mean, it's like, you know, I feel like the only like other probably ranked guy that he'll get right now is probably like Grant Dawson.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
which at that point he's 15, so I guess it's not that big of a difference. So like I get it from that aspect, but I don't know. I would just like it's just Patty.
And then he was even saying too that he's like, oh, Patty's got like good jujitsu, you know. He's like, oh, like, you know, I love doing jujitsu. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, it'd just be like a fun match, and so it's like yeah, it does make sense in like a lot of different ways, but I do understand what you mean, that it's like, bruh, you just fucking knocked out Drew Dober, like, yeah, in the first round. No one's done that in the UFC. It's like, you should be trying to parlay that into like Jalen Turner or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Turner's fighting Hooker.
Oh yeah, but you know what I just like.
No, I know,
like
a bigger name,
fight,
like,
you know, like
Moicano, fucking.
I mean, realistically, with calling out Patty and calling out someone who is already booked, like I said, Patty said he might not even be fighting this year, so timeline still adds up.
Yeah, he said he wants to fight November MSG, and it's just like yeah, like you said, Patty said he's probably not fighting this year, so it's not gonna happen. You know, so it's like.
I mean, honestly, he's probably gonna end up fighting someone out of the top 15, unless if it's not Dawson, because. Moicano and Armin are probably just going to get rebooked since they fell out, but...
Yeah, it's like...
No, wait, doesn't Armin have a fight?
There's like a lot of fights booked already, and just like... You know, like, he doesn't have a big name even with that win. It's just like, it's going to be hard to get a big name, you know what I mean?
Like, so...
But yeah, just like another good win, though, he can for sure start getting into like that, top of the mix.
Exactly. Like...
But yeah, I mean, other than that, what other fights on the prelims were you guys pretty impressed with their performances?
Oh man, the Ikram and Phil Hawes fight.
Yes.
Just that right cross. That just one-two just... Oh my god. Put Phil Hawes on his ass.
Yeah,
just God fucking damn.
Yeah, that sucked for Phil, but let's fucking go. I'm excited for Ikram.
Yeah. Ikram's gonna be
calling out Bone Knuckle.
Bone Knuckle.
He heard he wants to fight with Dagestani guy. He's here.
Bro, that was so funny.
Say the location.
Bone Knuckle. It's just like, what the
fuck? Who's he calling out? Who's he calling out? Bone Nickel. Oh, okay.
But yeah. Great way. I mean, fucking Phil Hawes was touching him up a little bit that first round. I was kind of surprised to like not see him like go for any sort of grappling at all. He's like, nah, we're just striking. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to work on his hand to like, you know, get that Hamza rematch. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not letting you uppercut me this time. But yeah, beautiful performance, and yeah, I mean. You got fucking Kennedy and Zechiku with a nice fucking standing guillotine choke second round over Devin Clark.
Oh.
That was a solid win.
Beautiful. I could tell you what I wasn't impressed with. I could tell you a fight that...
Can I take a guess? Braxton?
Oh my god.
Bro came in to his UFC debut and did not have more than a minute's worth of cardio built up. He threw a couple bombs, and after a minute said, I'm tired, and just got fucked up by Parker Porter.
Hit him with one knee to the body, and he was like, shit, I'm shooting on a takedown. And then he just got on top and beat him up.
I will say one thing. Parker Porter looked so... in so much better shape. Like losing 20 pounds. He looked in a lot better shape for this one. And I'm just like, where was this your last couple fights?
No,
Why
yeah,
were you not in this good of shape these last couple?
he definitely did look better, but it's still funny.
He's
It's
been
still
really
funny.
no.
tired.
This is his first finish in the UFC. Was Braxton. This guy
Braxton.
couldn't go for more than a minute.
He's
Yeah.
working toward that John Jones rematch, I'm telling you.
Look, he's gonna get that rematch.
Let's go. Oh, man. But yeah,
Oh man.
overall, a fun night for the UFC. Sucks that they were in Jersey. They suck. But let's
Yeah.
go. You know what else also fucking sucks? Motherfucking Tapology. I don't know what the fuck's going on with me lately. This is just god awful.
The thing is,
I gotta change something up with my.
you suck,
my
and I
routine.
have the good picks, and my heart tells me the right things. I won for the 4th time in a row. Let's go.
I'm just sad I lost to Gingy, and I also came in dead last overall in the group. That's like
Right, and I
that's
came
also
in
real
number 1 in the
Yeah.
whole group.
sad.
So not only did I beat you two, I beat everybody. Even Leao did bad this week, though.
I
And
know.
usually Leao's up on top,
Yeah.
too.
I
Well,
saw that and
same
made me
with
feel a
the-
little bit better, but
Leao,
Priscilla.
Parcella, usually up on top as well. Like,
yeah, I
it
got
was-
4 out of 12 right.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
I at least
there-
went 50-50.
some of them I'm just like, in retrospect, it's like, I mean, I really was hoping that fucking Crone would be able to get it done, and like I thought he might be able to, but I was just so disappointed.
Oh, wait, you
Andrade,
were
that was
wrong.
just like damn. Burns was
yeah.
a good pick. That's just like damn.
Yeah,
Henry
that was
a
a good
tough
pick.
pick, but it turned out to be a close fight. And, you know, it's just
Mhm.
like damn. Dolber got fucked up. Like, oh, it's just terrible.
Yeah, everyone in the group picked Dober, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But I had
Clark was probably my worst pick.
My worst pick for sure, I was saying
Nope.
to Jimmy, because
Braxton was my worst pick. Never mind.
I was saying to Jimmy that there was a few, like, we actually, like, I don't know, we were just, like, sitting there, like, doing our Tapology picks together, and we normally, like, don't do it like that. But, he did sway me on a few, and, like Crone Gracie, that was for sure my worst pick, because, like, I don't know, I just thought that, Jordan could get it done, but he's like, I don't know, and like talking about Gracie, and I was like, I don't really know him, whatever, I'll just, this, maybe he's got something here, and I went with that, and I was like, damn. So that was for sure my worst one, but there was a few, like, he went Holmes, but I went Claudio by knockout round 2, so that was like first fight 100%. I was like, let's fucking go, this is a good start for me.
Yeah. I'm just surprised that Jimmy went with Crone.
Okay, so my thought
I
process
need to hear the thought
was,
process.
because, like, he got, like, in his debut, the good win over Caceres. Then, like, he
Yes.
had that terrible loss to Cub, but, like, in my head,
Yes.
thinking about it, I'm just like, Charles is nowhere near the vet that fucking Cub Swanson is, and he is just a big, flashy striker, and in my head, I just really, like, just thinking about him, just like, I don't know, like, he might just throw, like, a big kick or, like, something. Crone just might catch him, like, just grab him up, be able to, like, wrap him up. And, like, I honestly thought that when it, like, if it did get to the ground, that Crone would actually be able to do something. But it, like, it just, it was just, in retrospect, a god-awful pick.
No, yeah. I can understand that. I'm just like, the dude has only lost once via submission. So, like, that was my thing. It's just like, he lost once. It was to Julian Arosa in the 3rd round. Like,
and that was the thing where I'm just like, he got subbed by Julian. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, there were just a couple of things where, like, I had the sneaky feeling for Crone.
No, yeah, I get that, but like with the Julian Arosa loss by submission, that can be explained as, he got caught with it. Whereas with like Crone, it's like, I know what he's going to be trying to. He's going to be trying to submit me. I just need to be on guard for that the whole time.
Nah, it's very fair.
So you can work on that, like, just submission defense for month, for the whole training camp, working on. Hell, he even said to the commentary team during their fighter meetings that he had his training partners take bad shots, pull guard, and things like that because that's what Crone was gonna do. And guess what happened? That's what Crone fucking did.
Yeah. But yeah, either way, Kate extends her Tapology winning streak, so let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But to fight news and, announcements and stuff, really not too much going on this, past couple days and week or so. Couple fun fight announcements. Motherfucking Jamie Malarkey is back. Always a fun Aussie fighter.
Yeah.
Versus a tough-ass testing Guram Kudateladze.
Yeah.
It is shit. Guram is probably going to snipe this man down.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. That's taking place on June 3rd, so let's go, Guram. He just needs to fight because, holy fuck, he's been in the UFC for, 4 years or some shit and has had, 3 fights?
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know if it's injury, just not being able to get fights. I'm not sure exactly, just what it's been, but fucking debuted, I'm pretty sure, against, Mateusz Gamrot, got that win, and just, yeah.
He's had 2 fights.
Yeah, 2 fights?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gamrot and then Demir, right? Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
And then how long has he been in the UFC for?
Since 2020.
2020, okay, so 3 years.
Oh, yeah, 3 years.
Yeah, this is not great.
That
Definitely got to get in there more.
Yeah. 100%. But, no, fun fight.
Yeah.
Malarkey's always a dog, so...
Oh, yeah. This is going to be good.
It's not going to be, easy game out of there, so...
Nah. This is either going to be fight of the night or performance of the night for Guram.
Yeah.
But motherfucking C-Rod is back. Dude ruining my fucking MMA draft with Raul Rosas Jr. Absolutely terrible. Great win for him, though. And he's up against another great prospect out of fucking South Africa, Cameron Simon. That's taking place, July 8th, so that's going to be a fun-ass fight, honestly.
That's a fun fight. As long as Simon can keep the fouls in check. Every single fight, he fouls at least 2 to 4 times, I swear to God.
Crazy.
It happens sometimes, He's working on being the next John Jones. He's trying to add up the numbers, He might not have as many fights, so he's got to get more fouls per fight to catch up. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. I know, there are a lot of refs who will, look at fighters and be research, okay, what are they like? What do they do? So they know, and it's not all of them, it's some of them. But if I was reffing it and I saw, Simon's fights, I'd be like, dude, this is first and final warning.
Yeah. For sure.
Keep it together, or I'm just taking a point straight off the gate.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, cause you really do
it's insane.
Chill with that shit.
It's insane how many times he kicks people to the groin, gets an eye,
Well, I think that's the thing is because the way he be switching up the fouls, it's yo, I didn't poke him in the eye twice in a row, bro. My bad. I poked him in the eye by accident, and then I accidentally kicked him in the nuts, and then
I grabbed the cage, and then I poked him in the eye.
It's just
again.
No, it's
but it's been 2
that's
rounds
the thing. That's why it's
just
you get maybe just this is your first warning. If I warn you in the cage, that's the last one. I'm taking a point after that.
Yeah, and
he gets 1 foul at most.
It's.
Before a point's taken, because it's insane how many times he fouls people in fights.
Nah, yeah, it is crazy. But should be a fun fight overall, though. Let's hope for no fouls in that one. But motherfucking Trevor Peek is back. Let's go!
Trevor Peek, let's go.
June 24th, fighting Victor Martinez. I don't remember him, but it's Trevor Peek, so...
Trevor Peek.
He's going to be swanging, he's looking to bang, and is going to say something funny on the mic if he wins, so...
I was about to say, lightweight's version of Tank Abbott.
Victor Martinez is coming from the Contender Series, had his UFC debut this year in February, lost to Jordan Levitt.
The dude who got kneed, yeah.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
Alright, Trevor Peek's knocking this dude out. You got knocked out by Jordan Levitt.
And just a few months ago.
Yeah. This dude is done. Well, that's gonna be fun.
Standing hammer fists.
Oh man. But yeah, those are the only real notable fight announcements going on.
Yeah.
Headlines because Rocky lost her fight with Irene for the #1 contender. She's gonna be the backup for 289, so that's good for her. Let's go. She's gonna get some
Let's
money for
fucking
that,
go.
so that's always good.
Amanda just pulls out and it just becomes her reverse match.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm sorry. I hope I don't speak that into existence.
If you do it, it's for the vacant 135 title, or for at least the interim 135 title.
Amanda just pulls out, vacates 135 and 145, and so they fight for both.
Just
the
retires.
titles. Yeah, she just retires and there's like, all right, well, this one's for 135 and 145. Just weighing at 140.
I was about to say weighing at 140.
Oh man, but
No, they have to start the night and have a rehydration clause where they can they start the prelims at 135. Can't rehydrate to a certain amount, and they can rehydrate for the main event fully, and it's for the 145 title.
But yeah, so I mean, that's oh yeah, I also forgot that fucking Wonder Boy and Michelle Pereira is no Michelle Pereira is no longer on that card for UFC 289, which is sad. So that's gonna be another kind of dud of a pay-per-view back to back.
Yeah,
but 290 is gonna be great, so let's go.
Yeah.
And then motherfucking Tony, god damn.
I don't know what's going on with this entirely. I just know that he did indeed get arrested for a DUI. He refused to take a field sobriety test. I don't know what exactly all happened.
He was driving. He hit some parked cars, flipped his truck, totaled some cars because he hit them with his truck. Came out unscratched though. So that's just what it was.
I mean, as long as no one's no one's injured, right? Like,
yeah, no one was injured because they were parked cars. It wasn't like he was the one driving.
People on the sidewalk or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, so.
I didn't hear anything about that. At least I shouldn't say it's 100%, but I heard no injuries.
But yeah,
that's good.
It's just sad. Like I'm just like
like it's just been sad. Like his downfall in the fights, and then now this. It's like damn, Tony.
Well, I mean, Jimmy, and I'm sure Kate, you remember. Like, remember that time when he had that really bad like mental break, where like his wife called the police or what? Like it's been happening for a while, and honestly, Tony should 100% retire at this point. I think it's just like, no, it's time, and
so
really, and should really look into getting
help.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, because even when he was on the Ultimate Fighter, like, just fucking the moment, like, when you just get drunk and just seeing, like, the fucking just like how he would change, and like everyone just on the house like just saying, and it's like obviously he's got like whatever demons and like mental shit going on that like he's needed he's needed to get help with and has been struggling with, and so it's like
mix that with CTE.
Exactly, like just like
it's
that
a literal
was on the
recipe for disaster.
No, like that was literally on the Ultimate Fighter showing these things, and now it's like his fucking career in the UFC, and like he had this crazy win streak, but all the damage he still absorbed on that, and now on a 5 or 6 fight losing streak, it's
finally got knocked out by Chandler too, like just adding to it.
5 fight losing streak, you add in all the damage and the however much like CTE, you mix that with alcohol and your own demons, like he's kind of a powder keg right now. Like he honestly does need to get help. And I hope he gets it.
And man, it just sucks too. Like obviously, like any fighter, any person that's going through some shit, you know what I mean? Like you want them to get help and just be able to be good. But like for like just Tony just being such like the beloved fighter, like by like just the fans and everything, it's just it's just so hard to like just see the downfall since COVID. Really, like it's just So, but just gotta hope that just get some help and just get back on the right track, and just
be able to live the rest of his life happily, healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, but that wraps up MMA news and fight announcements and all that. And we move on to the draft, which this has been going kind of wacky. We're currently all tied with 400 points. We all have 4 wins.
Yep.
But you guys are 4-4 with your record overall, and I am 4-7.
Yes. Somehow you got the fighters who are the most active this year.
Yeah, they have.
I would have been up there
scrapping.
I would have been up there with you if Sean Brady didn't have to pull out. Manel Cobb could find a fucking opponent. Like,
that sucks for Manel. That's so fucking annoying.
Like, oh my god.
I know, and for me, I've had a few fights fall out too, and it's just like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's funny because, like, just saying, like, having the most active fighters, and it's like, I've had, like, the most fighters fight.
Only one of your fighters hasn't fought, and that's... two, sorry, John.
Two.
I know, but and it's just funny because, like, you've had 2 people fight twice, but, like, just overall, though, just mine just having the most fights, but, just not going great at all. The real updates for this was, Song Yadong got the win over Ricky Simone, so that was adding a win to mine, tying me up with you guys for the 400 points. And then just Jessica Andrade shitting the bed again, getting another loss, and it's just like, And and then those were the 2 fights that brought me to 4-7. So let's hope for some better ones, let's go.
Yep.
They're still waiting on announcements for Whaley and Aspinall, who they're fighting next.
Yep. Hopefully we get Zhang versus Yan Xiaonan, and Tommy fights in July on the London card. So
you all know it's gonna be fucked up. It'll be Tommy versus Gon.
I'll take it at this point.
Goes to a draw.
No contest.
I was about to say draw, no contest.
But yeah. And Kate, what? Because the only update for you was Andrade's losing. Same with me, and then Gilbert taking the loss to Bilal, and both on the same night. And then and then Jinji, his last one was getting the
Sergey Pavlovich.
Yeah.
Yep.
Him getting that great win over Curtis.
Yep. And then my next one is next week with Johnny Walker versus Anthony Smith, as long as no one pulls out.
Yep. And because then Kate, your next one would be Sean Strickland coming up, right?
At this point, I don't even know.
Jack Della. Jack Della versus fucking.
Oh
Sean
yeah,
Brady.
versus him.
Sean Brady at 290. Yeah.
Let's go. Okay.
Fuck!
Let's go. Oh yeah, yes. Yo, I'm sorry, but fucking 290. He's gonna smash your boy.
It's okay. I have like 2 other fighters on that card, like Pantoja, and I think Cop is supposed to still be on that card.
Someone else filled in for that?
They'll probably
they're trying. Also, Jalen Turner's on that card, right?
Is that
versus
when he's
Hooker?
Dan Hooker?
I think so.
There's been too many fight announcements for me to remember.
It's weird. It's like trying to remember where everyone is fighting at right now is hard.
Yeah, it's because they had just a couple bursts of just so much where it's just like, fuck, like, where the fuck's everything at again?
Right.
When the fuck is everyone fighting? But yeah.
Yeah, no.
But MMA draft going good. We'll see. 5 months, through the year, we still got plenty of time, so it's gonna be fun to see what these numbers are looking like by the end of it. But looking ahead, next weekend, definitely not as big or fun of a weekend as this week was. We got a Bellator card, Bellator 296, but it is, it's a Bellator card. They're just getting the events out there. You got Gegard Mousasi versus Fabian Edwards in the main event. That should be a fun one. I'm actually pretty excited.
Yeah.
Fabian Edwards, Leon Edwards' brother, so hopefully gets a big win here, gets into a title fight.
I don't know. This guy is 49-8-2.
I was about to say, Gegard, a true veteran of the sport. Like, this man has a knockout, has a submission win over Mark Hunt?
Some shit like that.
Right.
This man has quadruple the experience of him.
I mean,
No,
Fabian's
yeah.
7 years younger at 30
No,
years
yeah,
old.
I know. I'm
You
sure
know,
Fabian could get it done. I'm sure it'll be a good fight. It's just funny.
No, yeah,
Like, damn.
yeah,
But,
Gegard has
yeah.
fought everyone, everywhere, forever. Like,
Oh yeah, no. Like he has been everywhere. Like Strikeforce, he was the dream. What middleweight or light heavyweight champion?
Yeah,
Some-
4-1 in
Bellator,
Strikeforce,
UFC.
8-0 in Dream, 7-2 in Bellator, 9-3 in UFC.
yeah,
Yeah, he should have been fighting for a UFC title. It was right around the time he lost to Souza.
mhm.
Like after he beat Mark Munoz, it was like looking like he was going to be fighting for a title. It was either that or like, yeah, and then
Well, it was right before he like went to Bellator. He should have been fighting
Yeah.
for a title too. 'Cause
Chris
he just had to
Weidman,
win
when he
over
beat Chris Weidman.
Yeah, yeah.
and he just saw the writing on the wall because Romero was
No,
Whitaker
because
was
Bisping
interim.
was champ, I'm pretty sure, and then that's when they
He
were
was
doing
fighting-
like the Bobby Knuckle Yoel fights,
Yeah.
and like it's
And then
just-
GSP was coming back. Like he
Yeah.
just saw the writing on the wall and was just like, "I'm out."
he's like, I ain't getting a title shot for 5 years out here.
No, yeah.
Ugh.
And then goes to Bellator, wins the title, loses it. I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
he loses it to Lovato Jr.
Yep.
And then went on a 4-fight win streak, lost to Eblin.
Yeah. But yeah, and like it's just crazy when
So-
you see all the fighters that have like 50 plus pro fights or whatever.
Mhm.
Most of them are pretty close to having 20 losses on that record. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like 49 8-2. Just a legend of the sport.
Oh, that's what
like,
I'm saying.
If there's an if there was an overall like MMA Hall of Fame or whatever, 100% he's in there.
Mhm.
Just
Oh, Gegard is in there 100%. Like you
Yeah.
can't have it without him. Like he
for
fought because he also fought in Pride, if I'm remembering right.
sure.
No, K1M1, that's what
Oh,
it was.
God, yeah.
No, yeah, he did fight in Pride Bushido.
Yeah.
Bushido. 11, 12, 13. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
this dude
but
is
just
an MMA legend.
true vet.
Oh, yeah.
But co-main event, you got Mansour Barnaoui versus Brett Primus. Don't really know too much about either of them, but it is in the 155 tournament, so
Yep.
let's go.
Right.
I'm pretty
Should
sure.
be a fun one.
If I'm pretty sure the winner of this fights the winner of AJ McKee and Pitbull, right? I think that's how it is.
Probably.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
But
Either way, I'm just hoping that we get to fucking Usman and AJ. That's just
Yeah.
really what's got to happen. Other than that, though, Douglas Lima back on the card.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not the most stacked card for Bellator at all.
But I mean, it is a Bellator card.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, sometimes they got some good.
Sometimes they got some
Yeah.
stacked cards, like the one they're having in July,
Yeah.
where
Sergio and Pitbull.
yep, Sergio Pitbull. Yeah, because that's when what is it? Yoel's fighting for the 205 belt as well.
Yeah, versus Nemkov. Yeah, bangers. Let's go.
Yeah, so
But-
like they'll stack it out sometimes, but they don't have the
They don't
amount
have
of
a
people
roster
to be able to
consistent.
do it.
Yeah, just
Is-
not even close.
Yeah, no.
But we also got UFC card. They're back on ABC. UFC on ABC
Mhm.
4. I'm very excited for these dog shit yellow jackets again. Let's go. Can't wait to talk shit. Yeah.
Oh my
But-
god.
Main event. I'm pretty excited for this one. This one should be a lot of fun.
Should
Motherfucking
be.
Jar Jar Binks versus Jailton Almeida.
Yeah.
Is it's either Jailton's taking him down and subbing him, or Jairzinho's
Rosich.
gonna be able to catch him at some point throughout that fight.
Yep. It's one or the other. Someone's getting finished in this fight. I
Yeah,
really
for
don't
sure.
see it going the full 15.
Nah.
I don't see Rosenstruck having the submission defense to be able to go all. No, sorry, not 15, 25.
Yeah.
I don't see him having the submission defense for all 25.
Nah.
And then
Not even
If-
a little bit.
Almeida isn't even able to get him down. I don't see Almeida being able to strike with him.
oh no, yeah. If
No.
if he can't get him down, he's done in round one probably. And that's the thing. Like, it's probably gonna be Jar Jar like round one knockout or
Mhm.
some shit like that, or it's gonna be Almeida like round 1 or 2 sub. Like that's.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna favor Jailton round 2 sub in my head. That's just kind of how
Yeah.
I'm seeing it going.
I got Almeida by sub. I'm thinking Almeida by sub as well at the moment. Maybe if once it gets closer, I might be like, but
But yeah, gonna be a fun one.
mhm.
Co-main event. it's always a motherfucking fun one when Johnny Walker's around.
Yeah.
This dude's the wackiest fighter in 205 history. I love it. He is just, he is motherfucking
Wacky.
Johnny Walker, you know? It is great.
Yeah.
Fighting Anthony Smith, though, motherfucking Lionheart. There ain't, other than the power, Johnny Walker doesn't have shit on Anthony Smith.
No,
power and size is all that he has. But
technique definitely goes to Smith in just about every aspect of
IQ,
martial arts.
grappling, wrestling, just like even technical striking ability.
But
just
Anthony Smith also sometimes just gets caught with wacky shit.
Yeah,
and that's what's gonna happen with this fight.
I really hope so, because we need Poatan versus Johnny Walker. That's the fight that has to happen. So let's fucking
What do you mean?
go.
Now that I'm thinking about it, you talking about the wackiest fighter in 205 history. Imagine Johnny Walker fighting Yuri Prohaska.
Yeah.
Imagine the press conference for that.
Just a whole lot of broken English and things that aren't gonna make sense. Like someone's just gonna say something, and it's like you'll understand the words, but the meaning not even a little bit. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck's this guy saying?" Oh, but yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Oh, that's
featured
fun one,
bout D-Rod versus Ian Gary.
That one's gonna be good.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Tough ass fight for Ian, but
it's tough for Ian.
I'm so excited for this one.
Oh, I'm so excited too. It's fine, probably for opposite reasons, because I very much want D-Rod to win this one.
I mean, I love D-Rod, but
I love D-Rod.
I'm hoping that Ian can get it done. I'm looking for Ian to do good things at 170, and the fight that I'm really looking for at the end of the day in that weight class is I want Ian versus Jack Della Maddalena. That's the one that I want. But I want them to both make it to the top of the division and then get a 5-round scrap with that.
Yeah.
Bruh, that would be such a good fight. That would be so amazing.
Look, that can happen. After he takes his loss to D-Rod,
then
goes on a huge run.
No. They're both going to be undefeated in the UFC.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But yeah, there's some other good fights on there, though. You got Mackenzie Dern versus Angela Hill, Tim Means versus Alex Morono, motherfucking old man fight between Matt Brown and Court McGee. So yeah, there's a lot of fun ones on that. Very much excited for it. But there's only one way to wrap up this podcast, as always. And it's gonna be a good old thing of Who's That Fighter? Let's go!
Yay.
I try to pick some fun ones.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, shit. What have I told you about the fun ones? I hate you and I hate them.
But these are fun ones, but I feel like you guys can get all three of them. I don't think they're hard like that.
I'm just talking shit.
I know.
But I still hate you and I hate them.
But let's go. First one. Who's that fighter? There's definitely a lookout here.
Okay, so I 100% want to say Chrome Gracie because it just looks like that scraggly, scruffy ass whatever. If the hair was a bit shorter and the sides weren't there, I could almost say that it's Henry Cejudo sweaty after wrestling and his hair standing up. But I'm gonna go with Gracie.
Okay.
I was about to say, that's motherfucking Chrome Gracie.
No, did you hear what I said?
No.
Okay, I said that it's Chrome Gracie, but if the hair was a bit shorter and the sides of the beards weren't there, I could see it being a sweaty after wrestling Cejudo.
Yeah.
His hair just sticking up.
No, yeah.
The answer is a sweaty Henry Cejudo. Nope, it's a scraggly Chrome Gracie.
I was about to be like, are you fucking kidding me?
I was about to be pissed.
I was about to be so upset.
Oh man, yeah, that is.
I saw the hair and I was like, oh.
No, yeah,
I was gonna
100%.
say, I was like, they're gonna see the scraggles. They should know who it is.
100%. It just made me laugh because, like, yeah.
It was very distinctive hair this week.
Yup. But let's go. Fighter number 2. Who's that fighter? What you thinking, Kate?
I think it's Drew.
You're thinking Drew?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Drew Dober.
Your guess is Drew?
Yes.
Kate's guess is Drew? It's Drew!
Let's go.
You cannot mistake that jawline for anyone else.
Honestly, I didn't even notice the jaw at first. The hair, I was like, that's definitely his combed over hair. And then I just like looked at it more and I was like, oh, there's that jaw.
The most defined jawline in MMA.
You know, I wanted to find like one of him, but it was like I couldn't have him sideways. I had to have him forward because if it was sideways, dead giveaway. You know what I mean? But even with that, you still see that jaw popping out the side. It's crazy.
You just got
his
one
jaw
fat
come
cheek.
out to like fucking here, like.
Maybe he was just a fighter after he got his wisdom teeth removed, and that's not even a jawline. It's
Oh
just a
my
swollen
god.
But sorry, go on.
No.
Last fighter.
Let's go. Last one. Who's that fighter? Another fairly easy one, in my opinion.
No, actually, I'm not sure.
I had a feeling this one might mix you up.
Because I can never remember who be doing what. Is like little things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it's something after a win, it's just not what I'm like necessarily paying attention to. And I think what's honestly fucking me up more than anything, this hair, it just looks like a mushroom top. Motherfucker looks like Toad. I'm
too much attention to the hair. I knew that was gonna be a problem.
Like it's throwing me off so badly, but I'm gonna just go with Aljo.
Aljo? That's a pretty good guess.
Yeah.
I'm between two in my head. I'm just gonna go with Movzar.
Who is the other one in your head?
Diego.
Diego? Gotcha.
Yeah.
You went Mozart. Kate said Aljo. The answer is remember the name. The classic.
You know what's
pose of
crazy is I
Bilal
wanted to
Muhammad.
say Bilal, but the head was fucking me up.
He
I was like,
wearing a hat because it was weigh-ins.
See, because I'm just thinking, I was like, he must have fucked up on the hair somehow. Like, there must have been something that he did wrong. But like,
I was thinking that was like the hair from like.
Damn.
That's why Diego was in my head because I thought it was that fucking weird, dog shit hair. That one was a little hard, but like, yeah, I forget that's his classic pose at weigh-ins now.
Very classic.
Because he used to just do this all the time.
Does it when they announce him during the fight, like he does that. Like that is an extremely classic Bilal Muhammad.
No, it is.
Yeah, I just super.
I should have got it based off
like that.
I had a feeling that you might not get it because of that. I thought that Ginger was gonna like have that.
The thing is, that pose for like weigh-ins is also very like I see it like done by so many other people. Like so it's just one of those things where it's like
he's
not
the only one to me that it sticks out. I guess like
and like I said, like I don't know, just that fucking that
I
head.
Understand. I know when
that fucking mushroom ass head. I was like, bro, what happened? Jimmy fucked up somehow. Like I almost said Gilbert because of it. Like, and I was like, but it's not him. Like I just like looking at the body, I know it's not him, but like,
that's
no, that was the thing. I saw the body and I thought it was like a lighter weight guy. That's why I went with 145.
It was harder too. I feel like because he was standing like in front of the thing, so like it's like
it's off to a weird angle, so it's not straight on.
Yeah,
but
as well. So, but
there's a good one.
That is what it is.
This week. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
The good old classic Bilal to mix you up. You gotta remember his name. Remember his pose.
Please.
Bilal Muhammad. That's gonna wrap up this week's podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you did. All the links down below as normal.
Yee.
Peace.